welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Captain Crush, and I'm absolutely going to give you 2 must plays that you need to consider taking in all your contests, whether it be on Chalkboard, PrizePicks, Underdog, you name it, I am going to cover it. Now, PrizePicks has blessed us with a lot of props up the night before because there's only 2 games, but here's the caveat. It is midnight my time, it's actually 1 a.m. my time, and my woman is asleep in the other room getting ready for her job tomorrow. She's asleep, so I have to be kind of quiet and tone down the character. So if you're new to my video, normally I'm gonna be high and hyper and going nuts, but for now I'm gonna keep it calm and collected as best as I can and break this puppy down. Again, there's only 2 games to discuss, so I'm gonna fly through this video. I'm aiming for 10 minutes. Hopefully we can get it done. Before I go on, I'm telling you guys, thank you so much for 10K. We got 10K last night. We smashed it. I knew you guys would come through in the clutch. You always do. Continue to smash that like button and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you, and a giveaway is coming this weekend. I will have details on it and I will let you know. But without further ado, let's break this puppy down. So right out of the gate, the first guy I'm going to is the salesman himself, the taco salesman, Jalen Brunson at 5.5 assists. I'm taking more. It's minus 130 to minus 145 across the books, all across the landscape. We're getting value. I'm telling you right now, just as sure as I have to whisper to make this video, Jalen Brunson is going to get bumped up to 6 assists by tomorrow. At least I hope, or I'm doing this video in vain. Now, what do we know about guards versus the Milwaukee Bucks? Well, point guards, shooting guards, they absolutely smash them. It's a trend. It's been going on since the season started. It's not going to stop now. If you want to take Jalen Brunson's assist, this is the best proposition on the board for PrizePicks right now. You can't get any better value than this. But what you could do, if you don't want to take the assist, you could go to his points, or you can go to my bread and butter, his fantasy score at 39. All 3 of these in play, I would rank them assist, fantasy score, and then the points. And if you really want to get froggy and you say, Crush, I'm trying to leap, you take his points plus assists and you gamble, you SOB. So even though I'm trying to tiptoe around, it wouldn't be right if I didn't bust out the notepad. So here we go. Jalen Brunson, 1.15 fantasy points per minute with a 27% usage rate. Folks, a 27% usage rate cannot be ignored in this matchup. It's elite and I am targeting it. If he sells me, then by God, he sells me. If he sells, he sells. We will take it and we will lick our wounds after the fact. Now let's move on to play number 2 that I'm going to give you on this YouTube, and it's none other than the other taco salesman. Oh yeah, you like that correlation? I'm taking both salesmen from last year and this year's tacos, and I'm pairing them in a 2v2 because I'm a crazy SOB like that. I got adrenaline coursing through the Alaskan pipelines. Me and the cord, we just had a crazy sweat for 10K, a personal win of 10K plus. I thought I was getting hooked, and then bang, Fox came through in the clutch. Cash it. 33.5 points assist. The new full detonation, buddy. And I had a lot of clusters on the side. Little bottle rockets here, Black Cat firecrackers going off over here, M80s over there. The cord absolutely smashed. It was a gentleman's sweep for NFL and basically a sweep for NBA as far as my slips are concerned. And with that in mind, it wouldn't be right if I didn't shout out the cord on this monumental day. I'm telling you, I'm not just plugging this because it's my own cord, but I'm telling you right now, you combo the YouTube, the live stream, because of course I did a live stream before lock. Of course I had to give the people what they wanted. We talked about Jonas, we talked about Malik Monk, we talked about CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram, we talked about them all, and the end result is green friggin' beans, buddy, all across the board. We probably cleared all in total probably around 30K plus, maybe more. I'm not even kidding. There was a ton of W's. I'm proud of you guys. You guys are finally starting to get it. You're finally starting to tail your leader. Remember what I tell you guys. I release the projections for you guys to make your own reads because you'll always be more comfortable with your own reads, win, lose, or draw. But the fact of the matter is this. At the end of the day, you pay for my cord. You should always tail my popular plays that I like and the ones that I harp on. That should be your priority, and then after that you go to your own reads. Okay, so with all that in mind, I'm thankful for the Discord. You guys, you crushed it tonight. Special salute to you guys, and you know we will have a giveaway this week. 100% confirmed. So if you watch that and you're like, oh my goodness, I gotta get in there, I gotta get a part of that, you go to CaptainCrush.net, you get the gold package, you'll get my projections, which look just like this for NFL. Look what I had. I had Christian Kirk, he got injured, Calvin Ridley was a dart throw, Travis Etienne fantasy cash, Trevor Lawrence fantasy cash, Jamar Chase cash, Brandon McManus cash, and Jake Browning cash. And I got him for NBA too, just like that, boys. In addition to that, you get my playlist, all my daily plays, and access to my own Discord community where I go live 5 days a week. It's the best value in the business, hands down. I don't care what anyone says. I promise you, you will try a month and I will get you that $24.99 back. Now that plug's out of the way, let's continue on with the Salesman Banchero. Yes, 6.5 rebounds. I'm not in love with the spot, but let me take you over here to Outlier Bet real quick. I know I haven't been showing you guys the deep analytical dives because I've been doing my own projections, but here we go. If you look at the last 20, what do you see? His ceiling is 13, okay? His ceiling is 13. He's hit this head-to-head 67% of the time. Cleveland, they're ranked 16 in the pack. They're not the worst, they're not the best. They're pretty much right in the middle of the road in rebounds allowed. It's minus 130 across the board, and that, my friends, is reason enough for me to target it. And on top of that, he's been respecting my coin this season, if you can believe it. Another one that I like even more than his rebounds is his rebounds plus assists. Absolutely. You really want to get jiggy with it, Will Smith style? Take 10.5 rebounds plus assist and take it to the bank. I'm telling you, I got a good feeling about Mr. Banchero tomorrow. I'm telling you, he's coming through for it. At least I hope. The fact that they don't have a fantasy score up for him, it's all I need to know, boys. So those are your two. That's your 2v2 pair. And now I'm going to give you some darts. So the narrative is going to be Durant versus LeBron. They always go off, right? That's the narrative, right? So the guy I'm going to target for fantasy purposes, Kevin Durant, more 45.5 fantasy score. Let me go right back to the notepad. It never lies. Kevin Durant has a 1.41 fantasy point per minute with a massive 33% usage rate. Now, here's the thing. His shot hasn't been off by his standards in a little bit. At the last 2 games, I think he went under his points and I was able to profit off of that. But his fantasy score, I believe it's been cashing. Okay, he had a bad game against Memphis. Booker is back, which is going to impact his ceiling a little bit. But because of the narrative, remember, narrative is one of my 4 pillars. I'm going to take his fantasy score. Now, there is a play on the board for Kevin Durant that I like more than the fantasy score, even more so, but that's hidden behind the paywall because, folks, I give so much away. I can't give it all away, folks. I just can't, because then what would the people that support me think? You know, it's bad for business. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the Lord's work here. You know what I mean, man, but also I'm a working man. My collar's blue, just like you, buddy. So Kevin Durant, you just made the list. Absolutely, he's on the list. And then you're going to need a 1v1 run back, right? Can we go to the GOAT? My friends and brothers in Christ, LeBron James fantasy score, it's always in play. I don't even need to go on a rant about him. I don't even need to open the notepad. I don't need to do any of that. He's in play. Book it. But that's not the man I'm talking about. I want to talk about D. Russell, 29 fantasy score. He's been a mini wagon the last 3 games, 36, 35, 59. The man can cook. If he decides to show up and play ball, which I'm hoping this game is a shootout, he should be able to soar over that 29 fantasy score. But just like Kevin Durant, there is another play on the board that I like even more than that. But again, just to troll you, it's behind the paywall. You hate to hear it. Get your tail in the Discord. I give you guys 30-day free trials for signing up in my partners on Chalkboard or Sleeper. Link in the description, buddy. No excuses. Stop being cheap. You could have smashed with us the last 2 days. You would have made more money than you've seen in the last year. Trust! And the last guy that I'm going to talk about, Evan Mobley. Where you at, buddy? There he is. Evan Mobley. I got 2 options for you. One, 14.5 points because he put up a stinker last game against Detroit. His ceiling is going to be around 20, and now he's in a crispy spot versus Orlando. Orlando plays solid defense. I'll be the first one to admit it, and it's going to be a pace down spot for Mr. Mobley. But the fact still remains, I want exposure to his points, but what do I like even more than that? I'm glad you asked, Kyle. It's going to be, well, I'll be darned. They took it off the board. It was his rebounds plus assists. at 12.5. They took it off the board live in real time. So with that in mind, folks, I'm cutting this off. Just when his rebounds plus assists come back, if it's at 12.5, you take it. Just like I told you guys about Derek White yesterday, when they put his fantasy score on the board, you take it. And what did he do? He smashed. He covered. Yesterday on YouTube was a freaking full near sweep. NFL and NBA. I don't know if any of the plays that I gave out on YouTube yesterday missed besides Fox's fantasy, and my original play for Fox was behind the paywall, and it was his points plus assist. And if he didn't get 7 turnovers, he would have cashed his fantasy score. But that's neither here nor there. We still had a bang up day, and we can just take his points or his rebounds plus assists. And with that, I'm gonna wrap this puppy up. I'm getting it out the night before. I'm doing God's work. The truth be told, my adrenaline is still pumping because we just shipped 10K plus on one slip, and we actually made almost 13 in one night. 10K subs, 10K win. It was destiny fulfilled, and it's because of you guys. You guys willed me to victory. The cord, everybody thought Fox was chalked in the first half. Everybody but one man. And who was that man? Me, Captain Crush. Look in the cord, baby. I called my shot. I told him. I said he's cashing. Don't pre-chalk me. Darren Fox, points assist is cashing. It looked grim. He had 7 points. I knew he was cashing. It was destiny. And that is the power of positivity, buddy. And I'm big on it. I'm big on energy and big on vibes. And with that, I'm gonna wrap this puppy up. Remember, live stream tomorrow. It'll be around 4:30, 5:30 Central in the Discord, just like always. There's literally around 500 gold Discord members, and yet only around 80 to 100 show up in the live streams. I need you guys to make it a priority to get in there, okay? That is where we make slips, and I'm able to go over late breaking news with you guys. It's critical. Okay, you can expect model projections tomorrow, the list, the full 9 yards. Now, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We smashed 10K, and like I said, I'm a man of my word. I will do a giveaway for the YouTube audience. I'm very thankful for that. You guys are the real heroes, and thank you, and I'm sorry that I had to be quiet this video. Hopefully the audio comes out good, and I appreciate it. And in all your contests, my brother in Christ, good luck, and as always, let's crush.